Post game here at BMO Field, I'm Kurt Larson with the Toronto Sun. He's Steve Gennaro of All In Sports Talk. Toronto FC 1, New York City FC 1. I think this is a missed opportunity, Steve, for TFC, especially after that game against Vancouver on the weekend where they lost 4-3. Coming into this one, New York City coming off of a long flight from Portland. They win in Portland on Sunday. They're on short rest. They come in here and, for me, steal a point. What did you make of the start of this one and then ultimately the result?
You know, early on it looked like TFC would have an opportunity to get a quick goal, get on top. That's what they wanted. But for the second straight home game, they conceded first and then had to dig themselves out from behind. In both cases, they were able to draw level with the opposing team. Of course, against Vancouver on the weekend, they gave up 2 more quick ones and that hurt. They were able to walk away with the draw here, but only 1 out of 6 points. Not great for TFC in the end.
Yeah, and I think one of the storylines of this one is going to be TFC coping with Altidor's absence for the first time. No Osorio, no Delgado, no Benoit Cheroux. It's concerning in that you see a guy like Jay Chapman come in, and only his second MLS start, struggles in certain moments, didn't create a whole lot in front of goal. Babouli kind of grew into the game. He did get the assist on the goal, but you got to wonder if he's going to be able to provide enough in Altidor's absence and in Giovinco's absence. If Giovinco goes to Italy, what did you make of them? And is this a spot TFC needs to address this summer, the attack?
Well, you know, Will Johnson said after the match in the dressing room they need to score goals by committee. More people are going to need to step up and get goals. He got 1 today, and that's going to be helpful. But yeah, there's a gap there. There's an absence. There's a hole in the middle, especially in the attacking midfield. Now you think maybe you push Bradley up a little bit to get some more offense? I don't know, because losing Osorio in the middle also hurts. So you lose out up top as your point man. You lose Osorio as, I guess, the tip of your diamond, or the guy who can take the ball in the turn and push the offense forward. TFC are going to have to find ways to be more creative through the middle of the pitch, so that way they can unlock Giovinco up top. Because most of the time when he got the ball tonight, Kurt, he was far from the net. He was in the corners, and anywhere is dangerous for Giovinco. But you really want him closer to the net when he gets the ball.
And it was funny because they talked about creating enough chances to win. For me, I didn't really see that many clear-cut chances where I'm like, TFC needs to score that goal, and it certainly wasn't like maybe the Dallas game where they had chances to put the game away 3 or 4-0. For me, probably a fair result tonight. Concerning that they've now dropped points in 2 consecutive home games. Makes the game against Columbus this weekend even bigger. So Josie Altidore not here. I mean, you could tell that the center backs in the first half for New York City had a pretty easy time. So Greg Vanney did say post-game that I think for the first time he's admitted that they need to go out this summer and later in the year and find some attacking players. They have a glut of center backs right now. You looked at that bench tonight and all you saw was defenders, and I think Mark Bloom was actually injured and ineligible to play. There's not much there, so moving forward they got to find something.
Yeah, you know, the only attacking player they could turn to tonight was Daniel Lovitz, and they brought him on for the last several minutes where he got a little bit of a run there, but they're going to need to address that. You know, when Hercules Gomez was let go at the start of the season in order to accommodate the other signings that they brought in, you know, we'd spoken about this on some other places where we talked that where the goal's going to come from when the Euros come, when the Copa comes. Now Giovinco may not go to the Euros. We don't know yet. He hasn't heard yet from Conte. He said tonight. Altidore obviously is not going to the Copas, and he's out for even longer than that. So they're going to need to score goals by committee, like Will Johnson said, and they have to get that first goal. They have to get it early and get on top because they're a different team when they play with the lead.
And a big game against Columbus on Saturday. Eastern Conference team that's also struggling right now to get points. That becomes a big game, especially with Michael Bradley leaving, Giovinco possibly leaving, and then of course Altidore already being out. Before we go, we'd like to announce that we are actually going to be starting a weekly soccer radio program focused on Toronto FC, the Canadian national team, Euro, international leagues, and everything, kind of all-encompassing on 88.9 FM.
Yeah, 88.9 FM radio, Total Football, Curtis Larson, myself, Steve Gennaro, and Dave Hendrick from Anfield Index. Over 40 million downloads for Dave, talking international soccer, so he'll join us too, world global football expert. And 3 of us every Sunday morning, live on FM radio, and then podcast download available from allinsportstalk.com.
For Steve Gennaro, I'm Kurt Larson, checking out from BMO Field. See you on Saturday.